Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So let us start. Sorry, it took me a little bit of some time to upload a video, but here I am. I hope this will be educative and beneficial for you. So again, I am the cyber student. I'm taking cybersecurity at Sheridan College. For those who did not watch my first video, and it will be a faceless type of step-to-step video through my degree. Probably eventually I'll show my face on my graduation, but for now let's keep it faceless and just focus on what we're doing here. So today I will be doing Python with you, just let you know, give you the gist of what I've been studying in school and all that. And yeah, I hope it will be beneficial to you, and I'll try to keep it as short as possible. So today we're going to do the introduction, and then the other part will be understanding variables. So variables and data types in Python, pretty much. And then the other thing that we'll be doing is Python math functions and math module. And then next we'll be doing formatting. Using F-string, we'll get into that. And then lastly, I'll do booleans. Okay, so this is the schedule for today, and I'll try to move as fast as possible because I do not want to, if you have any questions, you can ask me, but I want to move as fast as possible because this semester is coming to an end. And I want to show you guys as fast as possible whatever we did in first semester. And if you have any questions, you can always let me know. We'll be doing a lot of other things. I have a whole schedule and ideas of how we'll be studying. It will be a fully study type of channel. So brace yourself, get ready as we journey together through this degree. Okay, enough with the talking. Let's get into it. Okay, so let us start with the introduction. I will just cancel it out before I upload anything. Before you move to the next one. Oops, I almost clicked on my WhatsApp. Okay, so to begin with, Python. Python is literally a high-level general purpose programming language created by Guido van Rossum. I'm sorry, I do not have images for you, but you can Google the history and all of that about Python. So Python has its own mini philosophy called the Zen of Python, and you can view it by typing import this. Let me just pull up my IDE again. We'll be using VS Code for this. So let me just work on this. Okay, oops. Rename. So you can call your folder whatever. So I'll just call it YouTube Python. Mainly because I have a lot of Python stuff going on here. Oops. YouTube. Okay, perfect. Open folder, and you can get this by just going on Google literally and downloading it. So just go here, Google VS Code, and just download for Windows or for macOS. Okay. I just love VS Code, but there's PyCharm, there's other things that you can download, but I prefer VS Code. Okay, so open folder. Oops. desktop, YouTube Python, open. There we go. Text, okay. All right, so let us just get ready first of all. Okay, so about Python. So usually there's this famous, I won't go too much into the history. Honestly, you can just look that up. I'll just get into the coding part of it so that you can understand what we're doing on degree level at Sheridan College Cybersecurity program. Bachelor's of Science in Cybersecurity. Okay, let me get into it. So the first thing that they normally do, well, that I was taught, is the famous print hello world. Okay. Oopsie. And why is it not? Okay, now I know why. Print hello world. So when you type like this and it's just all black, that means you've not saved your file properly. So I'll just say first no, intro.py. So here you're giving literally the file name and then .py, meaning it's a Python file document. And when you save it, then you see the colors have changed. So the print function mostly displays the output on a screen. So when you say print hello world, right there, it displays it for you on the screen. Okay, so that's pretty much understanding the print function. We'll say this is the first one. What I'm going to do is comment. So understanding the print function. So that is the first thing. The next thing is strings and string literals. And string literals. So strings are pieces of text enclosed in quotes, pretty much. So anything enclosed in quotes, like let's say hello, hey, that is a string. Okay, whenever it has this quotes, that is a string. All right, and then comments. Pretty much, comments help explain your code and are ignored by the Python interpreter. So let's say, for instance, if I say, if we print right now this, display it, or, display the print function, whatever is in the print function, you see, nothing happened with the comment part. The comment part was not displayed either, right? So they're pretty much ignored by the Python interpreter, the comments. And also it helps you understand your code, like what's going on here. Let's say if I type something like, let's say you're not familiar with Python at all, and I do something like name input, what is your name? You will wonder why. What is this for? Is this just asking my name? What is it supposed to do? What is this line of code supposed to do? However, if I put a comment and say ask the user, then you'll be like, oh, okay, so this was supposed to ask the user for something. Okay, so comments help to explain your code and are normally ignored by the Python interpreter. So we use comments to describe what each part of your program really does. Yep, that's pretty much it. And then, I moved too fast, I think. So the next thing is getting user input. So we'll just use the same code. Getting user input. So you ask the user for input using the input function. So input is a function, okay? So it's supposed to be like this. Okay, but it has to be accompanied by something. Okay, and all input is returned as a string. So we'll learn about data types later, and you will understand more about data types, but at least I've explained what a string is. Okay, so as I said, all inputs are returned as a string. So if I put it in here, I can just do this. What is your name? And then you have to print, okay? If you just run the code as it is, nothing will be done. It'll just ask you, what is your name? You put your name, the cyber student, and then what? You haven't saved it anywhere. It's just information that's right there, and nothing is being returned, right? So you have to you have to save it somewhere, okay? So you can do something like print. Nice to meet you. And then you call this variable here. We'll talk about variables later. Right there. So what this code will do is that it will ask the user, what is your name? Using the input function, and then it will be printed and saved in name variable. Okay, so even if you put your cursor right there, you'll see it's called a variable. Okay, string. So a variable is I'm getting ahead of myself, but technically a variable is like a box. It's you telling your code pretty much where to store the information. Okay, so I'm telling the Python interpreter or this platform to save the information that the user will give into this box called name. So that is the variable. Okay, I hope I'm not a teacher or anything, but I hope I'm doing the best that I can to explain properly. Cyber student, it's my first time doing this. So you see, it printed it out. Nice to meet you, the cyber student. Okay, so whenever you do like, that is good so far. I don't want to get too much ahead of myself. Okay, so there's something called Python source code. I'm sorry, next time I'll have slides for you guys versus bytecode. Okay, so when you run, like when I run this Python code, the interpreter first compiles it into bytecode. Okay, so this is my source code, and when I run it, it will be converted into bytecode, which is like a simplified machine language. So this bytecode will normally be run by the Python virtual machine, but you really don't need to worry about that right now at the beginner level. We'll get into that later. Okay. So for the first lesson, it's pretty much a simple introduction. So what we've learned is what Python is, and you can look deeper into it. It's just another language, and it's popularly used right now in the programming industry and all of that. So how the other thing was that we've learned so far in this video is how to use the print function and the input function, and how strings and comments work, and the idea of bytecode and Python interpreter. So this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for more tutorials. However, I am going to record the next one on variables. So stay tuned.